are live with another episode of Comic Talk. It's that show brought to you by The Key, where we talk about this week's new comic book releases. New Comic Book Day is every Wednesday at your local comic shop. It doesn't matter whether they're DC Comics, Marvel Comics, indie comics like Image, Dynamite, Boom Studios, Mad Cave, all that jazz. They all come out every single Wednesday, and we are here live on Comic Talk every Thursday night to talk about everything that we can read in 24 hours that did come out this week. I'm your host, Dimithri Perera, and if you're watching us live, you're watching us on youtube.com/The Keeg Show, or you're listening to the podcast wherever you get your podcast from, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc., etc. Maybe some of you are doing both. You're watching it live, and then you listen to the podcast. Maybe you guys out there can't get enough of us. Either way, like, comment, subscribe, follow, however you're digesting us, help us out whatever way you can. Hop in the chat, because I see some people out there in the chat, or at least out there in YouTube land. Hop in the chat and say hi. Curly Insane Guy says howdy hey, so howdy hey back to Curly Insane Guy. Like I said, I'm your host, Dimithri Perera, but I'm not doing this alone. It's not just the comics that I read this week. We also got two awesome guests who come in once a month to talk about everything. First up, we got Brandon, aka the Cosmic Collector. What's up, Brandon?
Hello. How you doing?
Doing good. I've been asking everybody this question as a go-to. It might be a ongoing thing. Between 1 and 10, 10 being like the most amount of comics, you couldn't even get to everything, the quality was top tier, quantity and quality. What was this week like with New Comic Book Day for you? Between 1 and 10.
I say like a solid 8.5. I give like 8.5.
Nice.
Couple really, really bright spots in there, a couple okay ones. Not a big stack this week, so it was a pretty quick read. Overall, yeah, like an 8.5.
Okay. 8.5. Deanna, aka Deanna Kinney, we also have on this show. Deanna, live at, in the studio.
From a live studio, everybody. Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Bit tired.
1 to 10. I'm sorry you're tired. For anyone who doesn't know, Deanna's coming at us from 10 time zones away, 9 time zones away. What time is it there, Deanna?
It's 2 a.m.
Oh my god.
Thanks.
Why do you do this to her, Dimitri?
Well, why is it my fault? Deanna is a fully autonomous human being. She makes her own decisions,
I'm being
Deanna,
forced to be here.
no. The sniper is right out of frame.
And do you see the red points?
That's why the closet door's open. It's to hide the sniper.
Why there's a sniper like literally 5 feet away? They're like, I don't know if I can make the shot. I don't know. Deanna, 1 to 10. How was New Comic Book Day this week for you?
I'm gonna go with an 8. It was a really solid week. I really liked everything I read, and there was nowhere where I was let down.
That's
so
good.
Yeah, 8.
Okay. For me, I would say it's like a 7, but as I have been saying on past episodes, it doesn't matter whether there's a lot of comics or a little bit of comics. I'm still only going to read 80% of my goal. So if there's like 100 comics out that week, I'm still going to read 80. But if there's 10, I'm going to end up with 8. Like it just does. It's just no matter what, I never hit the full amount, but that is me. Shout out to Curly Insane Guy. Shout out to Ashwan231 Comics, saying that they're a big Cosmic Collector fan. Hope to see your comic pickups this week and pickups and picks. G the Comic Nerd 9060 says, how have the X books been since Age of Revelations? We're definitely going to be talking about some of the X-Men comics that came out this week. So hang tight, stay tuned. Patrick Martin 9163 says, I picked up Romeo and Juliet and Godzilla. I kept getting told to read the classics, so I'll start here. Lucky for you, we will be going over that as well. And Curly Insane Guy says, gives it a 8.5 out of 10 as well. So, okay, we're in good company.
Lots of people in the chat today.
Yeah, very nice. Stick around in the chat, and you might see some of your favorite comics pop up. let's go over our picks, or not our picks of the week, our reading lists for this week. While I get some of these covers set up. If you're watching us live, you can see all the comic covers that we have, or at least you will. If you're listening to the podcast, either way, you know, you can envision it. Who wants to go first with their reading list? I'll go
Cosmic
first.
first.
Okay. I'll go first. I rarely go first. And you guys paused. It's like, who wants? Okay.
The boss lady.
Yeah.
Let's so I got The Fury of Firestorm #1. I got Action Comics 1097. I got Supergirl 12, Amazing Spider-Man 26, Uncanny X-Men 26, and Uncanny X-Men Annual 2026. Just like for this year. And that's all I got to this week, I think. I bought a lot more, but I didn't get to everything. That's what I got.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Who wants to go next?
Rock on.
Just rock, paper, scissors. All right, I'll go. I got Absolute Green Lantern 13, Action Comics 1097, Bleeding Hearts 3, Dork 3, but I haven't read it yet, Emperor Aquaman 16, Fury of Firestorm 1, the Romeo and Juliet and Godzilla 1, which I haven't read yet, Green Lantern Corps 15, Sirens Love Hurts 3, Something is Killing the Children 46, Speed Racers Tales from the Road, Snake Oiler and High Noon #1, Supergirl 12, and Transformers 31.
Very nice. Nice solid week for you.
Thank you.
And Deanna?
Mine is rather short. I got Moonstar issue 2, Iron Man 4, Romeo and Juliet and Godzilla, The Fury of Firestorm issue 1, Sirens Love Hurts issue 3, Bleeding Hearts 3, and Web of Venom.
Okay. I'm really excited for today's episode because there was some that I didn't get to, but I really want to hear your guys' opinions before I eventually do read it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Popcorn chicken.
Curly Insane Guy says, playing along in the chat, Curly Insane Guy got Fury of Firestorm, Moonstar, Iron Man, Sirens Love Hurts, and Dork. G the Comic Nerd 9060 says, I need to go to the shop to pick up my pull list. You gotta pick up your pull list. Otherwise, it's just gonna bleed into next week's pull list. And then it's like, well, now you're a little late.
Yeah. I've missed a week before, and then my price was just like doubled the next week, and it was not fun. It was not a fun total to look at.
Because you don't consider it like, I saved money this week. It's like,
no, I just have to spend more next week.
Yeah. You guys are chatting in the chat. I can't get to everything, but thank you so much for being in the chat. It's one of those things like, oh, the kids are here for the, like your parents have a party and all the kids kind of like hang out together. That's what the chat's like right now.
So in this concept, we are the parents.
In this concept, yeah, we're the adults, and the kids are over at the kids' table chatting. I'll try to.
We're just chatting with Papa Keeg over here.
That's.
Can I be the wine aunt?
Huh?
Yeah.
Can I be the wine aunt?
Yeah. Papa Keeg. First thing, I'm not the Keeg. The brand is the Keeg. That's like calling
you are the brand.
That's like calling me Mr.
You're
Coca-Cola. I don't want to do that.
Would Papa Dimitri work better? Would you prefer that?
Yeah,
one?
that's also the part. I don't want to be Papa. I don't.
Well, I feel like Daddy felt weird, so Papa felt more appropriate.
I would rather be Daddy than Papa. You know, now.
Pop Keeg.
No, I'm just I'm good. I'm
I'm
okay.
good.
I'm good. So out of all the comics that we read, I wanna pick it on Brandon first. Brandon, what was your pick of the week this week?
My pick of the week was Fury of Firestorm #1 by Jeff Lemire, and I believe Raphael De La Torre is the artist's name.
Did all three of us read this one?
I did.
Okay. And sorry, introduce that again for me, Brandon, and tell us what's up.
Like, repeat the...
Yeah, sorry. Just because I might have cut you off.
My pick of the week was Fury of Firestorm, #1 by Jeff Lemire and Raphael De La Torre.
And, I mean, why?
Oh, it was really good. No, I'm just kidding.
You're just a kid being forced to do a
Hey, it
book
was really
report.
good.
You
No,
know?
no. I think the pacing was great. I think doing the like kind of 7 days of creation thing at the beginning with Firestorm is very interesting and cool because he is a god level character that can just rewrite reality and molecules at his whim. Having him be kind of like the Firestorm Matrix become sentient and have like Ronnie like trapped inside is like a really cool concept. And there's just not a lot of Firestorm content, so I didn't know what to expect, and I was pleasantly surprised. A lot of good action, a lot of great art, and I like Firehawk a lot. I'm not really familiar with her character too much, so it was cool learning some more about her.
Yeah. I mean, I like this one. I'm very interested in a lot of like the DC Next Level stuff because a lot of these characters haven't had solo series in a long time.
Yeah.
And DC Next Level's finally like given them that opportunity to do that. So that's pretty cool. With this one, I am a fan of Firestorm. I didn't know how they were doing everything, what they were gonna do. This is Jeff Lemire. Like, I knew I was gonna be in for something good. It was twisted in like it.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen, and normally Captain Atom is
the parallel there.
Is the parallel.
Yeah.
But in this, Firestorm was changing people's molecules, and it was getting all weird and gross and stuff. So, that was fun.
Yeah, usually Jeff Lemire's very like slow burn, build it up type of thing, but he just like jumped right into it with the first issue. It's my favorite of the Next Level that have like dropped so far.
Yeah. As opposed to what? Deathstroke, Lobo, and Batwoman, right?
Batwoman. I mean, yeah, they were all good. They were all, I'd say, like solid like 8s or 9s. This is the first 10 though. For me at least.
Do you we were talking about this before the episode, just that like DC's just doing a really good job with these characters lately.
Yeah, random characters that you kind of don't expect to be getting runs, you know. Firestorm, of course, and then you got like Lobo, Etrigan's getting one. We're getting another Shadows of the Bat series. There's just a lot of stuff that they're announcing. So I'm interested to see what the next level is.
Yeah. I also forgot that Next Level is also still all in. It's all in chapter 2 is what they call it. Or like book 2 or chapter 2 or something like that.
I would say it's even chapter, because if you really, Dawn of DC might have been the first like chapter. So we might say that this is like the third one.
Well, if it's Dawn of DC chapter 3, but it's all because Dawn of DC was first.
Yeah, Dawn of DC would be like the one.
So all in being like their setup for, that's when like Absolute DC and that stuff. This is chapter 2, so post DCKO.
Yeah, and then we're going into like Absolute Crisis and stuff like that, which is going to be cool.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm very.
Don't be a hater.
I'm not being a hater.
Don't be a hater.
I'm gonna read it regardless. But did you like how DCKO ended?
I did.
Okay.
I loved it.
Okay. Deanna.
I was very pleased.
Did you like how DCKO ended?
No, we talked about it last time.
You didn't like it?
We didn't like it.
What?
I wasn't a huge fan. I thought it started really strong and then kind of like petered out a little bit at the end. But that's me. I forgot that I had Deanna on that episode.
It's okay.
It's opinionated. Opinions can be wrong, but it's opinionated.
Well, it's also like it's a matter of taste too, right?
Yeah.
Like I never hate on things saying that something is bad. Like I rarely like hate on something that bad. So that's not the case here. But all right. Fury of Firestorm. Good pick.
Yeah.
Deanna, you wanna go next with your pick?
I wanna go, yes. Wait, let me find my notes. If I have any.
Where's your teleprompter?
I don't have one. I only have paper.
For people who are listening to the podcast but not watching the YouTube show, Deanna has a full studio setup here. But it looks less like a The Daily Show and more like Mike's Super Short Show. You guys remember Mike's? It was on
What
like
is that?
It was like an old like Disney Channel little thing that they would do. It'd be like Mike's Super Short Show. And like it would be this kid who like interviews. He's like, the Lizzie McGuire movie's coming out, and I sent my sister to interview Hilary Duff.
Yeah, this might have been before I was born, bro. I think.
All right.
The only notes I have written down are call Dimitri old at least one time.
At least one time. Okay, maybe that is me dating myself, but also, you know, if you didn't see the Lizzie McGuire movie, come on.
I think I saw it, but I was also very young when it came out, so very young, like really, really young.
I love
so
these
young I
retro
couldn't even comprehend what was happening in the movie because I was so young.
Yeah, you were a fetus.
I watched
When
it.
in Rome.
I watched it through the ultrasound.
You were,
They put
You
the
were
TV up to the stomach and
up on your mom's like stomach, looking through, watching the Lizzie McGuire movie.
turn it up. I can't hear through the umbilical cord.
Start them early.
Okay, well, never mind.
But I got my notes, all right?
Okay. Deanna, you're up.
So, my pick of the week is Romeo and Juliet and Godzilla by IDW Publishing and Adam Tierney as the author and Sean Peacock on the art. So, in general, it's like the classic Romeo and Juliet story, of course, with a Godzilla attacking the city of Verona. So I love anything classical, okay? Because I had an apprenticeship as a bookseller for 3 years, and there we learned everything we can about literature and how to analyze it and how many ways you can put this in another way. And it just reminded me of the day when we had to actually also play Romeo and Juliet in our class and how different we all interpreted it. And that's just really fun. Like you can put it in so many ways.
Like add Godzilla to it.
Yeah, why not?
True. They've been adding Godzilla to basically everything for the last like 2 years.
Are you guys a big fan of like when they add like, you know, what was it? Something and zombie, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, right?
That was really fun. Like the book is so good.
And then they made a movie, right?
Yeah, they take like historical things and like add randoms, like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they can be fun.
Yeah. What do you guys have a favorite?
I think Pride and Prejudice is really good.
And Zombies?
Yeah, but I only read the book, so I haven't seen the movie.
Okay, fair. Curly Insane Guy in the chat says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Romeo and Juliet. When?
I mean,
hey,
the Turtles do have
yourself.
their...
So if
they
it
do
doesn't
have names
exist,
for
make it
Renaissance.
yourself.
True. Webtoon.
Yeah.
We're just gonna turn this
Even
episode
if
into a
it's
writing
just
room.
stick figures, go for it.
Well, TMNT, they have their most recent team up with the Power Rangers, recently. They're like third team up. They keep teaming up with the Power Rangers.
They also just went up against Godzilla, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they did. Everybody's going up. Yeah, you're right. Everybody's going up against Godzilla.
Marvel did it. Justice League did it.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley did it.
Is a new movie coming out that they're doing so much advertisement?
Are they doing a movie?
I don't know.
It feels like they're always making a Godzilla movie.
There's Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, that's on Apple TV Plus now. Season 2 is out.
Oh.
I am a fan of that. I do watch it.
Hey guys, would you rather be part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or the Power Rangers?
Power Rangers, because I could still be a human. I don't want to be like a turtle.
I don't know. I kind of do. Yeah, I kind of do want to be a turtle.
You want to just lug around a big old shell?
Dude, I have the fire shell, the reflexes. I'm tripping off the ooze.
Are we for sure ninjas also?
Well, yeah.
Like we are.
Yeah.
All of that? Okay. Because, I mean, wouldn't it suck if you got, like you were a turtle and then you didn't get any of the reflexes? You were just kind of like...
No, you're also like pretty
I'm just
tall.
a turtle.
And, yeah, you're a turtle, but a ninja.
Okay.
Yeah, and you get your other, like, ninja brothers to fight crime with. April. It's a vibe. I
mean, you say April, but, like, I'm sorry for any explicit language out there. Do they have... I don't know if the Ninja Turtles have any, genitalia.
Oh, is that your first
Yeah, what
spot?
does that have to do with what we're talking about?
Because
I just meant April as
We're
a
here
friend
to
and
fight, not to
confidant.
fuck.
You,
Okay,
you
fair,
dirty
fair, fair.
scoundrel.
Fair. Well, I am saying that, like, at least as a Power Ranger, you're still a human, and you can, like, you could still do ninja stuff. They got the ninja Zords.
True.
Yeah, you're right. I would want to be a Power Ranger, but a Power Ranger samurai.
Okay, yeah.
Could I be a
Whatever.
Ninja Turtle Power Ranger?
I mean,
Oh.
in the crossover they do, right?
I mean,
I'm
why
taking it.
not?
Yeah. In the crossovers, the Ninja Turtles become Power Rangers, and the Power Rangers become like half dinosaur people, like the Ninja Turtles.
Ah.
They become mutants. So, you
Can
know.
I go quickly back to Godzilla?
Yeah, I mean, I've
Oh,
had
yeah.
the cover. I've had the cover up this whole time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ready
Forgot-
when you are.
I just want to say the coloring is also beautiful by Brian Kolek. So gorgeous, like really bright and really fitting this art. Beautiful.
Does Godzilla do anything other than just be Godzilla, or does he factor into the events of? I don't want
I
to
mean,
spoil it, but like, how much does he affect the actual story?
Not much. Like it ends the way you think it would end.
Romeo breaks up with Juliet, falls in love with Godzilla, and then they take the potion and die.
Exactly.
What a happy ending.
And then Romeo goes mad, and he stomps on buildings.
No, he's dead. Juliet goes mad and stomps on
Okay.
buildings.
Romeo and Godzilla. Okay, so
Yeah.
silly me.
Yeah.
It's a love triangle.
Where the heck is Kong?
Yeah, where's Kong at this point?
I don't know. Find out on the next episode of The Geek.
I guess I might as well go over my pick of the week then. While we're here. My pick, sorry, I'm trying to find this picture. My pick of the week is Amazing Spider-Man issue 26. It is part 7 of 9 of the Death Spiral storyline. I keep saying this. I didn't expect to like this storyline when they originally they had like mentioned in news articles that like we'd have a Venom Carnage Spider-Man storyline with this new villain called Torment. I was like, I don't really care. But it's been really good and it's intriguing. And the serial killer Torment has like a cool way of doing things. Are you guys reading this at all?
No, but I heard
No.
he killed Paul, so I'm rocking with it.
How badly do you hate Paul? You can.
I mean, I don't read Spider-Man comics that much. I just hate on him because it's funny. I know a lot of people actually hate on him because he ruined Spider-Man comics. So I'm just a poser Paul hater.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people on the internet just hate Paul because it is funny to have like that one
guy, and he's just Paul. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel bad for him because
It's like Jerry from Rick and Morty. Like you just like, I just want to make fun of that dude.
Yeah, but would you want Jerry to die? Like in Rick and Morty?
He's being silent for a long time.
No, he's had some character development. He can stay.
I like Jerry. I feel bad for Jerry.
True, but also Jerry kind of sucks in the first couple seasons. He does have a lot of character development. Paul, does he have any character development, or is he just Paul?
No, he doesn't well, he kind of does, especially at the end. It just depends on the writer. Like I think Joe Kelly wrote Paul a little bit better. And then whoever was writing All New Venom wrote Paul a little bit better. But by that point, everybody had turned against Paul and like nobody liked Paul anymore. And then Paul and Mary Jane broke up and everybody cheered. Mm-hmm. And then Paul died and everybody cheered. And I just feel bad because Paul, like the serial killer was like, you could have not done anything and I wouldn't have killed you because you don't matter. Like you literally are so insignificant to the fabric of the universe that I don't need to kill you, but you made yourself be killed and now I have to kill you.
Person, you're so unimportant to kill, and yet I'm still gonna kill you anyway.
Well, he was standing between him and his victim, right? So he was like, fine, I guess I will. And then Paul literally dies being like, I don't matter. And it's sad.
That is kind of sad. And he just got turned into the butt of the joke in a random Punisher Power Girl team up. I don't know if you've read like Spider-Man, Superman,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Gail Simone literally spent that entire backup story just making fun of Paul,
Because Paul goes on a date with Power Girl.
and she just bullies him, and then he bullies himself, and then Punisher bullies him, and then he leaves to go back to MJ,
Yeah,
where he's gonna eventually die at the hands of Torment.
yeah. You know, it is what it is. Curly Insane Guy says Al Ewing is the one who writes all new Spider-Man or all new Venom. Al Ewing writes Paul well. He's just good at peopling. And yeah, Al Ewing is really good. But yes, Amazing Spider-Man, like this Death Spiral storyline is so good. And I'm not even a fan. I'm not a fan of Carnage. I'm not a fan of Venom. But like, I think that's saying something that I like this storyline that much. And spoiler alert, now that we're in like the final 2 issues of this crossover or storyline, Torment gets the Carnage symbiote, but they both have different ways they kill, and they're not agreeing. And it's kind of fun to see that play out.
Oh. Who's writing
Torment
this?
is very like methodical with his kills, and Carnage is like, just let me kill people, and he's like, no, this person is next. And so it's kind of cool the way that works out.
Who's writing it? The Death Spiral.
It's all 3 writers of those 3 series.
Okay.
So they like switch off because it's Amazing Spider-Man is bi-weekly, and then All New Venom fits in on one of those, I think, is kind of how they're doing it.
So it's Al Ewing,
Joe Kelly,
and
whoever was writing the Carnage book that ended.
Oh,
Eddie Brock Carnage book. So they've been switching off, but
gotcha.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Also, spoiler, I guess, for this issue, something that I haven't heard anyone talk about is, so Torment's whole motif is that he kills like your family, but far away, like very far removed family, like distant cousins, and he can see how people are connected. So he kills your like distant cousins, and he spirals in to people who are closer and closer related to you until he gets to you, and then you're like the final point. That's how he kills his targets. So he kills family, right? Well, I think we introduced a cousin that Peter Parker never knew he had. So like, because he was going after a cousin, Peter was like, a cousin? And we found out that Peter has a cousin. I don't know what it means, but it's provocative.
New Spider-Man.
It gets the people going. Yes. Maybe it's another clone of Peter. Who knows?
It's Ben Reilly again.
Yeah. Ben Reilly got Ben Reilly'd. All right. So that was my pick of the week. What else we got? The comics that came out that you guys read. Let's hit something next.
You read Bleeding Hearts?
I didn't read this issue, but tell me about issue number 3.
It was good. I'm liking it a lot. The first issue I was like kind of iffy. The second issue really drew me back in, and the third I'm locked in now. I like his take on, I like Dennis Kemp's take on zombies, and just how it's exploring how the world works in a zombie society where the humans are the monsters and the outliers. I don't know. It's really, really interesting. You get to follow this zombie who just grew a heart and just decided to start helping humans. And we kind of don't know why yet, but it's a fun little journey.
Yeah. Deanna, are you reading this one?
I am, and I need a personal talk with Dennis Kemp. He can't keep getting away with it. He's too good. He always makes me cry.
Is this an emotional issue?
I think the entire series is pretty emotional because the zombie, he has like this human heart at its core, and he's trying to figure out what that means. And also the humans, how they try to survive this apocalyptic world is also pretty emotional. And this kid with her mother just trying to get through the day.
Yeah.
Dennis Kemp's amazing.
And also, I finally read A Sort of Crisis Event.
Yes! It's gas, isn't it? It's so good.
It's so good.
Have you read the more recent issues that have come out after the trade?
No, I only read this trade, so I'm waiting for the other trade to pick it up.
Heck yeah. The second half of issues has just been even better, which is crazy because the first half is so good.
It's so good.
Yeah, there's a time dementia issue that's insanely good. There's a between the panels issue that's insanely good. It's oh my god, it's next level. Dennis Camp's a genius.
I still have only read issue number 1 of that, and I need to.
Get on it.
I
Yeah,
know
just pick up a
everybody-
random issue.
Yeah, well, I know
Yeah.
it's an anthology, but like, I need to read it. I do like my anthologies. I do. There are some really good ones out.
The
Yeah,
art's
the
amazing.
the third issue is amazing. I love this so much. Crisis on Earth 2. That's so good.
Oh yeah, and it's like all a commentary on like refugees and immigration and kind of stuff like Dennis Camp's so good at like fitting these really cool like themes into his stories and making it flow so well. And I don't know, I love Dennis Camp.
It's also written. It's all written by Dennis Camp.
Mhm.
That's interesting because a lot of these anthology books that like DC, Marvel, Image have been doing, they're all each story is written by a different writer. But like in this, it's a bunch of stories written by the same writer, which I think it's kind of like it reminds me of like old science fiction books like The Martian Chronicles by Ray Bradbury, where it's a bunch of short stories still written by Ray Bradbury. So it's a book of short stories, and that's what that seems like.
Yeah. And he keeps the same artist the whole time and colorist, so it's I don't know, it feels like one cohesive team all the way through, but you get like a different story every time.
Yeah, I got to put it on my list. Next time, Brandon, that you're on this show, I will have read it. So hold me to that.
Okay, I will.
We're gonna order a sniper on you, otherwise.
We're gonna tell Deanna's gonna tell her sniper to go to you.
The sniper is aiming at you. You're gonna be like, hey, okay, cool. Turn on me.
We gotta give our sniper a name.
No, he's undercover. You can't give him a name.
Yeah, but like an undercover name, like
Oh.
Eagle 1 or something like that.
Eagle 1. Okay.
I was
Eagle
thinking like
One.
Gus.
That's too
Okay, here.
basic.
Okay.
That's his code. That's the best code name he can come up
Gus.
with. Okay. Bleeding
Chad.
Hearts.
Giuseppe.
Deanna, what's another book that you read this week?
Oh, I loved Moonstar issue 2.
You tell me about Moonstar, because I need to hop on this one. I read the first issue.
Yeah, like the last issue ended with them having to go to China to hunt for this magical artifact before, wait, what's his name? Before Chiron gets to it. And it's deeply rooted in grief, the entire issue, how to deal with it and how she kind of manages the world with it. So it's in a way really sweet, but also really sad. Like also seeing their relationship grow in this very short issue. So the characters are really fleshed out for it only being the second issue. And the action is great. And I actually really like the villain, even though I don't know that much about Moonstar herself. So great starting point for everybody.
You're relatively new to X-Men, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's really interesting that you've been getting into X-Men lately.
Yeah, I think I really love the women. Like I read Laura Kinney and I love Magic. Wow.
Yeah.
Magic, yeah. So I think I really love these women's stories. I'm not so into the men.
Yeah. I think X-Men have the best like female characters in all of fiction. Like I just like X-Men, the female characters in X-Men are so well done.
They're really fleshed out. Like you
Yeah.
really feel like they have agency and a character and they stay true to it, even if the story isn't always the greatest.
Yeah. I just like the women on the Avengers kind of pale in comparison to the women on the X-Men.
It's the trauma, the lack of trauma.
Yeah. Like if you put together your perfect X-Men team and it isn't at least 3 women, something's wrong with you. I'm sorry.
I mean, that makes sense. It's got to have Jean and Storm at least. And then you have characters like Magic and Jubilee.
Yeah.
Kitty,
Rogue, Psylocke.
Rogue, Psylocke. Yeah, there's like a lot of good characters.
Emma
And I don't even
Frost.
read it. Oh yeah, Emma Frost.
Like, what are you doing? You're gonna put together a 5-man X-Man team with no women? I think there's something wrong.
Nothing's gonna get done.
It's just gonna be all like just I don't know, Wolverine just like going through his past, which does tie in with other X-Men comics that came out this week. But I don't want to cut you off, Deanna, on Moonstar.
No, I think I'm done because experience it for yourself.
Yeah. Is there a new love interest for Moonstar? I saw somebody post about that.
Yeah, in a way.
Okay, in a way. All right, cool. I
Yeah,
like
they're teasing it.
yeah. I like that. Like I like shipping, and I like the hinting at relationships and all that stuff.
It's the
Is it
drama.
weird? I like the
Yeah.
flirtation more than I like the actual canon.
Yeah.
Like it's just a lot more fun.
Yeah.
It's what makes team books so interesting, I think, is like the drama and the interpersonal connections amongst the members of the team. That's
Mhm.
always a lot more interesting than the actual like the action and the villain. Like they're good too, but you like the like personal stories of just them
Yeah.
interacting and existing in the same space.
Like that's the thing about X-Men comics in general. Like everybody dates everybody. It is.
Oh,
No,
Why are you on
you can keep
holiday?
that.
me too.
Keep the beach, Brandon.
Yeah, get back on the holiday. Oh,
Space. Ooh.
he isn't breathing. He has no air.
People listening to the podcast don't know what's going on, but Brandon's
Oh,
shaking
yeah.
his background. But okay, so Moonstar number 2. Did any of you guys read Uncanny X-Men?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so Uncanny X-Men did something interesting this week. Uncanny X-Men issue 26, written by Gail Simone, art by David Marquez. Uncanny is doing something interesting this week. They kind of start off normal, and then everybody's kind of having a nightmare. You also, side note, see Nightcrawler in his tidy whities, and then he like gets out of bed, and then like his like date that he thought like didn't want to talk to him anymore shows up to his house in the middle of the night. She seems a little sus. I don't know what's going on, but there is a they do hug, and he is half naked, which I thought was funny, but good for him, dude. Good for him. But the second half of this book, I think, takes place for any X-Men fans out there. I don't know if Curly Insane Guy read this book. I think it takes place in a previous life of Moira McTaggart. They brought back Moira McTaggart from Krakoa, like the Krakoan age, into this book to tell kind of a new story. I don't know. The first half of this book is like normal universe, and the second half might be like a previous life of Moira, where these characters, these newer characters, got picked up as new mutants. So they're doing kind of something weird with this, but I thought it was interesting enough that they brought back Moira. Curly Insane Guy says that sounds interesting. G, the comic nerd 9060. Yeah, so the first half of this issue is like normal universe. Second half is a what if / what did happen in a previous life of Moira. Do you guys know about Moira McTaggart?
I know she like died a bunch.
Yeah, so they like retcon that she's a mutant, and her mutant power is anytime she dies, she resets the universe. But she keeps her memories. So even as a kid, she remembers her previous lives, and it resets from the moment of her birth. So there are lives where she teams up with Xavier. There's lives where she teamed up with Apocalypse. There's lives that she lives like millennia and then dies. So she's gathered up all this knowledge.
Oh, is that how they explain like the timeline of everything?
That's
and
how,
like how
that's
it's
literally
different
what
and
kicks off House of X, Powers of X back in 2018, 2019. And that's the Krakoan age, kind of kicks off with how do we actually allow the mutants to have a happy ending if we know that every ending ends in disaster through her knowledge? So how do we do something different? So that's literally House of X, Powers of X. It starts off with Xavier, Magneto, and Moira figuring out what do we do in this timeline and set things right. But they did something with her at the end of that whole Krakoan age that I didn't expect, and then they brought her back in this, but a previous life of hers. Anyway, sounds super confusing, but it's definitely worth a read. If you like the Krakoan age and you hop in on this issue, and you hadn't read anything since the Krakoan Age ended, I think you might be happy hopping into Uncanny X-Men 26. It is interesting. So, there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're
I
welcome.
like that. Thank you so much.
But that
what
would
else?
that
what
would
else you
suck
guys-
if you had that power.
Oh, that every time you die, it kind
Yeah.
of resets the universe. Yeah.
I like doing these because every like couple months I get to learn just a little bit of what's going on with X-Men because I don't follow it all. So every now and then you give me a little refresher. I like it.
I would say if you're into X-Men and you at the end of Krakoan Age, like if you read that and then like you stopped, I think right now is a good time to hop back on because Shadows of Tomorrow has been really interesting, and that's everything post Age of Revelation. Because Deanna's with me, right? Like Age of Revelation,
Not only Ah! Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
I'm
Sorry.
being
So
nicer.
so it's good.
No. the scream of pain was not a good one.
Oh, I thought that was a scream of, oh, this is so good. I don't know how to contain it.
No.
That
Is
sounds
the-
different.
Yeah.
Age of Revelation. Yay.
No. Age of Revelation
No.
was pretty bad.
Okay.
Like there's
But-
a sniper. I love Age of Revelation.
The sniper is just getting you to do the show. The sniper's not getting you to change your opinions. I need
Oh.
your opinions 100%.
You don't know what the
There's
sniper's
there's
getting her
another
to
one on
do?
the other
Oh,
side.
I'm sorry. I don't know what the sniper is there for. I don't know who hired the sniper. You're right.
Dude, you're gonna blow your cover, man.
You guys suck.
San Francisco. Sorry.
Okay. So who read Iron Man #4?
I did.
Tell me about it.
Well, like Tony Stark is surprisingly sweet. Like he's actually mature. He's
Okay.
grown as a human. What?
Only took 60 years.
Yeah. So I'm kind
of
of afraid for when that changes again because I've been kind of enjoying it. It's not bad, but it's also not something extremely special. It's just fun to follow along, and it's also cool that you get to start as at the 4th issue. Sorry, you can jump in at any time. Let's put it like that.
yeah, because there's only 4 issues in on this new run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon, you're not reading this one?
I started it. I picked up issue 1 and 2, and I like Josh Williamson. I like the way he writes. I just think Iron Man's just not a character for me, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I was reading it, I was like, this just isn't for me. Because I don't pick up a lot of Marvel in general. I was like, I'm gonna try to pick up some new #1s this year. I tried Deadpool, Punisher, Iron Man, Daredevil, stuff like that. And so far, Iron Man's the one where I'm just like, I just don't think this character is a character that I'm gonna enjoy too much,
Yeah.
comics wise.
I agree with you. Sometimes you start something and you just realize, okay, maybe this isn't written for me, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like him versus the corporations and things like that. It's just like, meh.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with you. I think my big character that I just can't continue with is Moon Knight. Like, the writers are really good. The stories are good. I just don't care about Moon Knight. And I read a lot as is that, like, if I didn't read Moon Knight, I'm okay.
Fair.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, you can't care about everything.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. You know? Sometimes I think that comic monogamists have it the easiest. People who are so committed to like one thing in comics, like they only read Batman, it's so much easier. But me, I don't know what that would make me. Not a comic monogamist.
A cheater.
No, whoa.
Whoa,
All the
it's
comics, no. All the
Yeah,
I
it's
never.
comic polyamory.
Yes.
Actually, don't be judgmental. Let
I am
him live
open-
his life.
I am
All
open
right.
and
Sorry, all
upfront
right.
to every comic that I read. I'm open and upfront. I say, look, you're not the only comic that I'm reading right now, but we can enjoy our time together when I do read.
Yeah, calling him a cheater.
Yeah, how dare you?
I'm so sorry, Dimitri.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Now you're ganging up on me. All right.
Deanna, you used to be a comic monogamist with just like Batman and Nightwing and stuff, right?
That's true. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was mostly into Batman, and through this show, I really opened my perspective to more,
Yeah. This
which is good, but also
she's
bad
doing the
for my
same thing.
wallet.
That's true. Comic call it comic polygamy is what G the comic nerd 9060 is saying. It does get expensive, kind of like real polygamy on Valentine's Day.
That's why you
Yeah.
buy one gift and tell them to
You
share.
share it with everyone.
I am the gift. It's like what? No,
Tie myself in a little bow. Hello.
I feel like this metaphor is getting away from us, so let's continue with actually talking literal comics.
Mm.
Abs-
Another raunchy story. Sirens, Love Hurts, issue 3.
Yeah,
True.
let's talk about that one.
Very good.
Everybody is horned up to 1,000.
Real pro. They're
Yeah.
all banging a lot. And Babstar's art definitely, yeah.
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 It is a horny comic. I didn't read this issue, but written by Teeny Howard, art by Babstar. This is DC Black Label, so it's may or may not be in continuity, which allows the writer to write really horny versions of these characters.
Yeah. Gotta rock with it though.
I mean, yeah. I love Babstar's art.
Yeah.
I have a art piece of her Rogue that I bought from like Emerald City Comic Con, I think, and so that's up on my wall in my X-Men corner. It's just a really good piece. But
I'm a big fan of this version of Batman and Catwoman. I love how they're like very into each other in costume, and then they just like have no interest in each other out of costume because they don't know that they're Catwoman and Batman.
uh-huh.
And I don't know. I like that dynamic. I think it's funny.
What's
Plus
the
Green.
premise of this series? Like, is it a heist? I only read issue
No,
one.
No.
there's a murderer going around and they're trying to solve it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's a serial killer, like a star
Zodiac,
sign,
yeah.
zodiac
Horoscope.
style serial killer, and she's killing certain girls based on their birthday, and the Sirens come together to try to protect the girls of Gotham from this serial killer.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
It's fun, but I have a little complaint.
What's the complaint?
Well, it is a female lead series, and it's also about female friendship and how that encourage us in a way. But it's also very male-centered in a way. You know, everything goes back to the men in a way.
Kind of like Sex and the City feminism, where it's like defining the female characters by their relationship to men.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's always a story behind Sex in the City. Like, you always learn something. And you're also kind of stuck in the cycle. But in a way, it's also, like, very true to reality.
Okay. Do you think it'll get better for you in that regard?
I mean, it only has one issue left. So I don't know.
yeah.
It's like a little complaint. Like, I really enjoyed the story. But for me, I would have enjoyed it maybe a little bit more if it was only about the women. Like, and they're going on their heists, but it's also about their marriage, etc., etc.
Yeah. Isn't Green Arrow in it and he's like a himbo? At least in like issue 1.
Like, they're all horned up, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about him and Black Canary's like wedding planning. Like that's
Yeah.
what like the whole backup kind of story is there.
Okay.
But they definitely are just horned up for no reason. I think the recent issue, like they were out on patrol, like Black Canary and Green Arrow, and they were just like, you know what, let's stop and bang right here on this rooftop just because. And I was like, you know what, fair enough. You're about to get married.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Let them be happy. They're about to get married.
Yeah, sure. But in public?
They're on a rooftop. No one's up there. Maybe Hawkman's flying by, but
You never know.
Yeah, what if
You
some
never
guy,
know who's watching.
Yeah, what if some guy has like pet pigeons and he has like that coop up on the rooftop and he's just there to feed his pigeons and suddenly like 2 superheroes banging on the rooftop?
I mean, overall, it's very fun, and I do recommend it if you're looking for something raunchy and fun, and also kind of gory.
yeah, true.
Okay. I need to catch up. I only read issue 1. Let's Something is Killing the Children. Issue
Yes.
46. Brandon read that one, right?
Mhm.
Is something still killing the children?
Yep, it has been 46 issues. It's like this is a prequel, or this is a part of like the prequel story. Like whenever Erica's still being trained, and she's like on this trip up to like the snowy mountains with I forget her name. Cecilia, I think is her name. No, that might be the other girl. I don't know. They take so big breaks between the issues. I feel like I forget names.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's just essentially been this like prequel story about like her. It's supposed to be about her trainer, her mentor, and like kind of what went wrong with her. Uh, but as of right now, it's kind of just them investigating some murders on this ski range.
I have yet to hop on the train of something is killing the children.
Oh, it's amazing. It's great. I mean, recently it's definitely slowed down, but for the first like six trades, it was some of the best indie stuff coming out.
Okay. Another thing that I need to hop on.
You know?
Do you think that stories degrade with time, or do you like a set miniseries?
It depends. I think stories can degrade with time if you like if you keep the same creative team on it for so long, eventually that creative team is going to run out of stories to tell. That doesn't mean you should end the run. Like you could always pass it to someone else and they could tell stories they want to tell.
Mm,
So I think it just kind of depends. But also there's some people who can just write 300 issues or something and it'd be good all the way through.
Yeah.
mm,
I mean, like if you take Invincible, for instance, like 144 issues, I think that certain arcs and certain stories and certain issues are better than others, but I think as a whole, I don't think there was an issue of Invincible because I was reading it when it was coming out. I don't think there was an issue of Invincible where I'm like, I'm done with it. You know?
Yeah. And I'll say it's one of the few series that run that long and has a perfect ending. Like it's rare that you have something run for so long and then get an ending that's like satisfying. But
With
yeah, I love the
Invincible?
ending. Yeah,
Yeah.
the ending was perfect.
It works so well because of
The
kind of just what they had set up.
Yeah, the parallels. Like you have stuff paralleled from the first issue all the way to the very last, and that's just so. It's like what Tom Taylor did with Deceased. It's
Yeah.
just but like to a
mm.
bigger scale.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys watch Superman and Lois. Did
First
you guys
couple
ever watch it?
episodes.
The live action show, Superman
Yeah,
and
I've
Lois?
seen the first couple episodes.
Oh, you gotta like it's just a really good show. It's so good.
I've heard. I'm so bad at sitting down and watching shows all the way through.
The second half of season 2, I think it's the slowest because it just kind of slows down a little bit. But the finale, I don't know if you guys want me to spoil the finale, but like
Oh, you're good.
it is a 10 out of 10 finale. Essentially what they do is they just keep bumping forward in time. So you see everybody aging in Superman and Lois, and then people die, and it's sad, and it does this thing where it's just epilogue upon epilogue of this like future of what Superman and Lois like their legacy, essentially.
Oh, I
Mm.
like that.
You will cry because
No, I
everybody
won't.
just dies of one reason or another. But it's so good. It's bittersweet. I recommend Superman and Lois.
The
I
recent
mean, you're an old man, Dimitri. You cry at everything.
I've
bro
been
cried. Bro cried at time passing.
Yeah.
That's how old he is. Bro's like, dude, they're getting older and time's passing. It's so sad.
I love yeah, the youngins, you guys you're growing up so fast.
It's funny. I see the book there, so I just wanted to mention. Last time I cried, I just watched Project Hail Mary in theaters.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I saw the. Oh my, have you guys seen it yet?
Yeah.
no, I'm trying to read the book first before I go to see the
Oh
movie.
my god, it's amazing.
I think
Genuinely, my eyes hurt after for how like locked in I didn't blink like the whole time. It was so good.
I love the movie, and I'm gonna go and read the book now. But I can't imagine reading the book and then seeing the movie because I feel like not that I'd be disappointed, but I would be thinking about the stuff they left out. But I like reading the book
Yeah.
after because then you get added stuff.
Does the book
Mm.
the book does the book have pictures?
For me, there are always two separate things. That's why I also don't mind when superhero movies are not the same as to the comics because these are two separate things.
Yeah.
If you want the same thing, just read the same thing. Just go back to that. We don't
Yeah.
need it twice.
Yeah. That's why
That's
I
fair.
love Invincible, the cartoon, and then also Walking Dead when it was good, is that they were taking liberties with the story and changing things and like twisting things. Like somebody does die with an arrow to the eye, but it's a different person. It's like, oh, you thought that person was safe and they're
Yeah.
not. And or vice versa. you thought.
And
they
I
were
like when
gonna
they
come
add little extra things so the people who have read the source material aren't like, oh, I've seen all of this already. Like the Damien Darkblood stuff in the recent season of Invincible.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, this isn't in the comics. I get something new here.
yeah, yeah. So I like it when they do that. Adaptations are adaptations, right? G the Comic Nerd 9060 says Something is Killing the Children has been on my pull list since Inception. Not the movie, but I think since it started. I'm ready for the prequel arc to end though. Okay.
Since 2012, bro?
Yeah, wow.
It's been on your pool since 2012.
It's like, what's the link between that and Inception, the movie? Okay, I don't know.
When did the movie come out?
I think I might have been wrong. It might not be 2012.
I mean, it might be.
That seems kind of old.
It might be earlier. I mean.
Oh, I think it's maybe later. Oh, it is earlier. It's 2010.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dang, I didn't realize it was that old.
I wouldn't expect.
How old were you in
2010?
2010?
You were born 5 years ago.
I was 9. Dimithri was 29.
I was 8.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't 29. I had to calculate that for a second.
It's like I was 28. Get it right.
Look, I think people think I'm older than I am because I'm, I know a lot of things and I'm just super smart.
It's the maturity.
Oh.
And then people think I'm younger than I am because I'm so handsome. So people are very confused about my age, and I get it.
You know what? That's it. That's what it is.
I'm a man.
I love your
outside of
confidence.
time. It's hard to be
the backhanded compliment. I love your confidence.
It's hard to be smart, good looking, and confident, but I pull it off.
Wow, what a cadence.
For those of you who are listening on Apple Podcasts, he just took off his shirt and started flexing. So
I'm Johnny Bravo, which is also a reference that you youngins won't know either, because
I know Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, we know that guy.
Yeah.
Curly Insane Guy says Daddy Dimithri is timeless.
Papa Dimithri.
Yeah. So speaking about timeless and speaking about prequels like Something is Killing the Children, the Uncanny X-Men Annual 2026, also written by Gail Simone, came out, and it's mostly a flashback to Wolverine's time with another mutant group. He's always spending time in the past with mutant groups, and they're called the Regulators. And I'm assuming it's going to factor in later. But what's really cool about it, it's a group of black mutants in like Louisiana area in the South in the past. And Wolverine's like, yeah, I fuck with you guys. And like killing bad guys with them. So like, it reminds me a lot of if Wolverine was with like the group in Sinners or like with Django. Because there's a character that's like a cowboy with 4 arms and he has like pistols, and like, so it's this idea of like Wolverine hanging out with them because like fuck, what's the meme? It was like they fuck with Wolverine because Wolverine fucks with them, right? So it was kind of a cool kind of flashback, but I mean, as far as I know, that's all that it is. It's just like a 1-issue annual, and it's a flashback story. And we'll see what happens.
Has Gail Simone taken over the X-Men in a way? Like, she's writing a lot.
She's writing Uncanny. So she has Uncanny, and then who has regular X-Men?
I think it's Ewing, isn't it? Or did he leave?
Is it Ewing, or is it... Yeah, I think it's Ewing.
But isn't Uncanny coming out bi-weekly?
Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. It just depends. Okay. I remember when it first came out, they said that there was going to be 24 issues in the first year or something like that. They said like something crazy. 18 issues in the first year, something like that. So some months would have 2 issues. Is it Jeff Lemire? No, it's not Jeff Lemire no, it's not Jeff Lemire. Anyway, sorry. I digress. Let's hit something else. What else do you guys read before we run out of time? We got to pick up the pace a little bit.
Absolute Green Lantern 13.
Yeah, talk about it, because you've been it's like biggest fan.
Yeah, it's really, really good. The last issue specifically was just amazing. It was probably the best issue of the run. This issue wasn't really Green Lantern focused. It was more focused on introducing some new characters and building kind of the space lore. We got our first appearance of Absolute Shade, the Changing Man, but he's like a Rainian guard, which is really, really cool, like an Adam Strange type character. And then we got a version of Lady Blackhawk that came in from the past. And she kind of went inside the M zone, which is like the madness zone that the vest works off of, and saw like this blue face of this other color spectrum that's going to pop up. I think it's Steel because they called him the face of Steel. Um,
Like the
but
color spectrum is steel.
no, like the character, but Steel just appeared in Absolute
Yeah.
Superman, so it doesn't make any. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what they're doing. I saw someone else saying that it was the Manhunters, which honestly would make a lot of sense because they are literally faces of Steel.
Yeah. It could be
And if they
also Commander
the M
Steel.
zone, yeah, it could be Commander Steel. There's a lot of options,
Yeah.
but it's good. It was good. It's guest artist on there. It was a cool little issue.
Okay.
A little bit more Sinestro.
Okay. Deanna, you read Web of Venom, issue number 1?
I did. I can't say too much about it because I'm kind of jumped into it head first without any knowledge about it and the lore. So this time it's Frederick Myers who has taken over Venom, or Venom has taken over in a way.
Who is Fred Myers? I saw that. I have the issue. I didn't get to read it, but who is Fred Myers?
You're asking the wrong person.
I don't recognize Frederick Myers, Australian. Boomerang. It's Boomerang. That's Boomerang. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
I actually tried to stop being a villain. Didn't work out for him, and now he's Venom.
That's cool. Because he
Yes.
popped up in a recent issue. Because basically, Boomerang used to be Peter Parker's roommate back when he was still Boomerang, and like it was kind of funny. But he was trying to like turn over a new leaf, and then he was best friends with Shocker, and then recently Torment just killed Shocker, who may be like a distant relative of Mary Jane, is what they hinted at, because he's killing around people as he gets closer. So Captain Boomerang, I know, or not Captain Boomerang, just regular Boomerang, was kind of sad that Shocker had died. And so it's interesting. Okay, and he gets the symbiote. What symbiote is this?
It's
I was
purple.
I was just looking at his name and it said his symbiote name is like Comeback, which kind of makes sense because the
Ew.
boomerangs. But I mean, but like he throws the boomerangs and they come back, so that kind of makes sense. You're just
Oh, another you.
No, what? Come.
I was looking at Comic Geeks and that's what they have him listed as is Comeback.
Okay.
I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit confused because I don't know any lore. But that's kind of my mistake for not reading up on it.
Yeah, you did kind of jump into the worst book to not have like the previous knowledge of. Deanna, you should read Death Spiral though. I think you could.
I'm gonna wait for the trade because
Yeah, wait
I've
for the
been
trade.
editing the clips, and I just find everything out through them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's kind of how I get my lore.
Yeah, shout out to Deanna for editing the clips. Thank you for that. Okay, so that's Web of Venom. We got to hit a couple more before we get going. Action Comics 1097. I read this one. Did you guys read this one?
I read it.
How do you like this? This is it's young Clark Kent being visited by 3 heroes from the present: Martian Manhunter, Mary Marvel, and Booster Gold.
Yeah.
And there's kind of that time travel sort of.
They're looking for Superman who disappeared after DCKO.
Yeah.
I like the issue as a whole. I think it's really, really good. You know, it's funny. I am iffy on Mary making moves on an underage Superman because she's definitely in college and he's definitely like 15.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, because she totally like she puts her hand on his hands like, who's Lana Lang? And I'm just like, bro, he's this kid's in like a sophomore in high school and you're a freshman in college, bro.
And it's not Tom Welling Smallville Clark Kent where he's 24 playing a 14-year-old. Like this is
literally like a 15-year-old Clark, yeah. So it definitely is weird, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But the issue itself was good. I like Mark Waid. I like the way he writes Superboy. So I'm enjoying it.
I do like that. I mean, Clark Kent seems to have a specific taste in women, which is either it used to be redhead Lana Lang, but then pretty much it's just like brunettes. It's like Mary Marvel looks kind of like Lois. But he hasn't met Lois yet.
Yeah. No, he hasn't.
Uh-oh.
But he kind of has, because in the Summer of Superman special, like someone like told him that he like had a vision of Lois Lane that he was gonna like end up with her.
Oh, and that's when he was like, oh, should I pursue Lana?
Yeah, if
Like,
I know it's not going to work out type
Yeah.
of thing.
But that
this is
sucks if you are a teenager just trying to date around and you know you're gonna end up with someone else.
Yeah, like he's been in love with this girl for so long, and then he finds out that he doesn't end up with her, and he's just like, oh man.
I'm gonna
Oh
be.
well.
I mean, I don't know how you guys are doing, but I feel like most of the time your first love is not who you end up with. So Clark,
It's the person who's gonna break your heart, your first love.
That's not true. I ended up with Batman.
Oh yeah,
you
sorry.
ended up with Batman.
Yeah, my first love.
Okay.
That was a bat. That was a bat, not a bird. Just so you know.
There's we are riffing so much on this. Let's we got a couple of issues left before we close up this episode.
Okay.
Dork issue number 3 from Image Comics. Who read
Haven't read it yet. I have it. I just haven't read it yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm behind.
Deanna, did you read this one?
I'm done with my list. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. It's
I apologize.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, please don't shoot me.
You're good. Stand down. Stand down.
Gus. His name was Gus, right?
Gus. Yeah. Sorry,
Gus.
Sorry, Gus. I gave out your real name. I should have given your code name out.
Better than Eagle 1. But
What? Eagle 2 is better?
no.
Oh yeah. Who's to say that he's the only sniper? Who's to say? Emperor Aquaman issue 16. You read this one.
Yeah, it was almost my pick of the week if it wasn't for Fury of Firestorm. Aquaman was insane, dude. He got ice bending powers. At the end, they reintroduced freaking Black Manta, which I've been waiting for Black Manta this entire run, and he's finally back.
Finally.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It's funny because I was at C2E2 and I did an interview with Jeremy Adams, and one of the questions about Aquaman, I was like, I'm loving all the new villains you're introducing. Are we gonna see Black Manta again? And he was like, I don't know. And then literally the very next week, the issue was the one with Black Manta. I was like, you sly dog.
That's funny. By the way, Curly and Saying Guy said Jed McKay is the one who's writing the regular X-Men run.
That's it. Al Ewing was the exceptional one, I think. Way back when it first started.
L. Ewing was exceptional.
Oh, I just saw Ewing and I thought it was Al Ewing. Okay.
Which no relation. It's just two different Ewings.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, little known fact. Somebody on online was like, nepotism. And it's like, they're just two people named Ewing. They're not related. They're like, this is what happens. Nepotism in the comic industry. And it's like, oh, they're just different people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But has there been an actual big case of nepotism in the comic book industry?
Not nepotism, really.
Tom King.
That's not nepo. That's not nepotism. Nepotism is different than favoritism. Nepotism is like...
No. His mom was like an exec, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Like a Warner Bros exec. Yeah. I mean, that's what I've heard on the streets. That's what the streets tell me,
And you believe the streets?
Can you trust
believe
the
the little
streets?
tiny birdie?
That's why I said I heard it on the streets.
I mean, John Romita Sr., John Romita Jr.,
Fair.
Adam Kubert, Andy Kubert, and I think one of their daughters is
Emma Kubert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Emma Kubert. Yeah.
But as far as
I mean, we also profit from nepotism, Brandon. Dimitri is her father.
Papa Dimitri. Thank you for allowing us to be on this show and not sniping us.
I don't want to be. No, we're the adults. I'm not. Okay, moving on.
Papa.
Puppies.
Green Lantern Corps issue 15. Quick thoughts? Did you read it?
Yeah, really, really good. Loved it.
Cool. We also got Supergirl issue 12. I read this one. A hard one to jump back into.
For sure. There's a lot going on.
A lot going on in this one. I was also confused on what the premise was. I thought she was getting cloned, but then you find out that the Boy Thunder, is cloned and spliced with somebody else. Now there's 3 clones
of the Thunder,
and I'm assuming 2 of them are going to die because one of them goes on to be part of Reign of Superboys.
Yeah.
I thought Gog was coming back, or Magog was coming back.
Yeah.
To be Boy of Thunder, but it's not. It's a new...
This Reign of the Superboys thing is insane. Like Justice League Unlimited with John Kent and young John Kent all exist at the same time, but one's Tomorrow Man and one's Superboy, and there's a lot going on. But I'm loving it. Superboy Prime too was awesome in Superman 36.
Is there 3 John Kents Is it
Right.
kid
Right now there's only two.
version? There's Man of Tomorrow, and then on the cover there's like Superman John Kent.
Oh,
Like-
Tomorrow Man is the current John Kent, like Superman John Kent.
Oh, but on the cover,
Well,
isn't there
technically
also...
there are three because in Wonder Woman right now there's an older John Kent Superman. Technically,
See, I don't... okay, yeah.
there's too much going on.
There's 6 Superboys in this. But I do like the writing and the art in this Supergirl series. I have been a real big fan of it, so we'll see what
I agree.
happens. And then I think last thing is Transformers 31.
Really good. Ludo Lullaby was the guest artist. I think actually Dan Moore might be done on the art. But it was a Megatron issue where he's like put through a bunch of trials, basically like bow down to the god of the Decepticons, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not going to do that." And then after doing the trials like for 10,000 hours, he was like, "Ah, fine, I'll do it." So it's literally just a comic about Megatron folding and being a wuss per usual. Screw Megatron, bro.
Yeah.
All my boys rock with Optimus.
There's a lot of crossovers going on right now with
Yeah.
G.I. Joe and Transformers and stuff.
In the Energon universe, yeah, it's a lot as
Okay.
well.
G the Comic Nerd 9060 says the Energon universe books have been so good. So there we go. I think that's all of our list for this week. Obviously, there are comics that came out this week that we didn't get to because we didn't read. But that's what we get because we go, we do the show 24 hours after books drop. So we do the best we can with the time and energy that we have. Before we get going, though, I want to thank both of you guys so much for coming on the show, taking time out of your Thursday night or your early Friday morning, in Deanna's case, to be here on this show on Comic Talk. Comic Talk is every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/The Keeg Show. You could watch us live. You can listen to the podcast wherever you get your podcast from, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc., etc. Before we get going, Brandon, where can we find you? What do you got coming up? Anything you want to plug?
The Cosmic Collector on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. And I have a comic book coming out this summer. My first ever published work. So stay tuned for that. The Kickstarter just ended. I'm very excited for everyone to read it. So that's what I got coming out.
Is it Pride and Prejudice and King Kong?
No. It's Romeo and Juliet and the Blue Power Ranger.
Ooh.
I'll read that.
Okay. All right.
Are you allowed to say what it is?
The book?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's already fully funded on Kickstarter. It's a hybrid #1. It's for a universe called Project Analysis. It's basically a Punisher-esque kind of story. He lost his family to this evil speedster, and he's, looking for information to get revenge, and that's kind of the story. And then I'm working on a new one now for that same universe. It's my first ever team book. So I get to write a team, and I get to write all that drama that I love so much from team books.
Awesome.
Very excited.
That's what somebody in the chat was saying about hybrid earlier. I forget who was. Somebody brought it up. But okay, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Deanna, what do you got coming up? Anything you want to plug?
I'll be spamming once again on all my accounts, Deanna.kinney, and I'm also working on a little podcast of my own.
Ooh.
Because that's what the world needs, more of me.
More you, more podcasts. But
exactly.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be comic related.
Yeah. Pop culture, comics, basically everything that's rotting in my brain.
Okay. If you need us to be a guest at 2 a.m., we got you.
Yeah.
We'll but it only will be at 2 a.m., guys.
Okay.
I'll be half asleep, but I'll be there.
Okay. I'm up at 2 a.m. anyway, so I get it. For anyone out there who wants to follow me personally, you can follow me at This Is Dimithri on Instagram. That's probably the easiest place. I'm going to be on an episode of Trivial Pursuit, April 30th. Check your local listings. Most of the time, it's like CW at 9 p.m. on Thursdays. So I'm going to be on that, competing. LeVar Burton.
We're rooting for you.
That show.
And winning.
Who's to say? I signed an NDA. I can't tell you whether I win or lose.
You've already done it?
Yeah. I already filmed. Filmed it last year, September, and so they're finally airing my time on the show, April 30th. Dang. So
did you win?
I can't tell you. I especially can't tell you on a public channel / podcast. Come on.
I thought maybe I could catch you slipping there.
No.
Good.
You're gonna have to tune in.
Hey, are you promoting the Keeg?
No. You're not allowed to promote other things. It's really
okay.
because they don't want you like, yeah, check out my,
Podcast.
Yeah.
channel.
My podcast.
Yeah. So anyway,
Comic books.
but that's me personally. But for all things Keeg related, Comic Talk is just one of our many shows that we do. It is our most stable, our most consistent, most reliable show. But you can find us at The Keeg Show on TikTok and Instagram. Those are our two biggest social media. But we're also on like Blue Sky, Threads, Facebook, all that stuff. At The Keeg Show / The Keeg Show, wherever you can find The Keeg, we are there, including patreon.com / The Keeg Show. If you want to figure out a way to give back to the Keeg. If you have a little bit of scratch, patreon.com / the Keeg Show. If you don't have any money, just go on Spotify, go on Apple Podcasts, write a review, like, comment, subscribe. Help us out in that way. Any little bit helps when it comes to interaction and that sort of thing. Go to comicshoplocator.com, find a comic shop near you, support your local comic shops, pick up any of the comics that we talked about today and past episodes on there. Check out youtube.com / the Keeg Show for some of our YouTube exclusive videos. We had a Justice League draft video. Spoiler alert, we're doing a Legion of Doom draft that I'm editing right now. Put a lot of time in those. So, check us out there. Support your local public libraries. That's also another thing. There's that too. So either way, thank you guys so much for dropping in. Contrast and Hues. Thank you to Curly and Guy. Thank you to G the Comic Nerd 9060. Thank you to Ashwan 231 Comics earlier. Patrick Martin 9163. A lot of names, a lot of numbers. Thank you guys, everybody out there, for watching. Once again, I am your host, Dimithri Perera, and this has been another episode of Comic Talk for the week of April 9th, 2026. Take care, everybody. See you next week.
Boom! Space. Oh, yeah.
Super fast, gotta beat the boss and get the loot, 'cause it's the king.